Hi, I'm Steve Little, Dairy Consultant, and this is another video in the Tactics for Tight Times series. Now, one of the most important physical aspects of planning our way through the next few months is feed budgeting. Now, I know feed budgeting is a drag and it's a chore, but I'm going to explain to you that there's a new Dairy Australia tool which makes the job a lot easier. So let's just think about what the steps are in a feed budget. Well, there's three. There's firstly calculating the monthly feed demand on the farm. Secondly, there's calculating how big the feed deficit is. And then the third step is working out how we're going to fill that deficit. So what I'll do is just very briefly just explain some of the important considerations as we're going through those three steps. So when we're calculating the feed demand, probably the most important thing is to make sure that we've got an accurate head count of all the animals on the farm, and also we're making some realistic assumptions about what the energy requirements of each animal are for maintenance, production or growth. When we get to step two, the important thing then is to have some pretty realistic pasture growth rates to calculate how much available homegrown pasture we've got available, and also what the quantities of our perhaps our hay or silage are on hand and other feeds on hand, and that'll give us an accurate calculation of what the feed deficit is that we need to fill. And then finally, when we go out to source bought in feeds to fill that deficit, we need to make sure that we're basing our assumptions on well formulated diets, and that we're using realistic allowances for wastage as we feed out those particular feeds, be they concentrates, fodder or other feeds. So there is a new tool now available. If you go to the Dairy Australia's Tactics for Tight Times webpage, you'll be able to download the new feed budgeting tool. It's very easy to use, and that'll help you very quickly work out what that deficit is and how many tonnes of bought in feed are required to fill that deficit.